H1, which is a half year 2026, we've increased our count by around 20%. If you go back a little bit, you see from the year 2024 to 2025, and the increase was about 44%. Major countries that are contributing to this increase are the Saudi, UK, and Canada. We can also see Australia, as well as China, contributing to the counts that we are seeing. And mostly we see tourists, students, even business people taking, contributing to the counts that we are seeing here.
So what are the periods that maybe you can say are season high from January to December?
So peak period starts from around April, goes all the way to around September. That's when we see, because it's around the summer period that people like to travel. And at about that time also, we see the Canton Fair. People going to China, for example, for the Canton Fair, because that's when they open up that trade fair for about 1 month in the month of April. And then I think in the month of September as well. That Canton Fair happens in China, where most business people want to go to China to purchase things and come and sell here.
So what's the reason for travel in most applications? What are the main reasons?
So mostly I mentioned tourism. So it caters a lot to the kind of people that travel is tourism. And then we see a lot of people going also for studies. We see people going to visit their family and friends as well. I mean, it contributes to those volumes.
So you say the peak is in April, yeah?
Yeah, so peak usually starts from around April, goes up to around September.
So what are the main challenges maybe for us Kenyans to get these visas? Because rejections have been high, especially they are not your clients but the US and also the most European nations.
So it's a very different kind of service that we do. We do not go into the details of why somebody denied or not. In fact, we are prohibited to even discuss that by the client government. Ours is to follow the guidelines given to us through a checklist. So when an applicant comes to us, they are able to prepare well in advance, and we insist on that. Please visit the website to establish what do you need to submit as per the guidelines given to applicants from the embassies. Now, if you're able to meet all those preconditions, then the embassy makes a decision based on those ones. But we do not get into why they're denied or why they're issued, because that's not our purview.
Talk a little bit about this door-to-door visa maybe registration, and how important is it for our country to ensure that there is mobility for Kenyans globally?
So this door-to-door service, which is called Visa at Your Doorstep, is one of the new developments that we have introduced, and especially for the UK, whereby instead of you coming into our centers to apply for a visa, you can actually you can actually book an appointment with us, and we will come to you. So in your office, in your homes, wherever you require the service, for a slightly higher fee, you are able to take the service at the comfort of your homes or offices. Now, it's very popular for people who like maybe privacy. It's popular for also groups, people who are so, you see there's so many, and they may not want to all come at the same time in our centers, so they would like instead book an appointment, and we also give them group discounts particularly. Just because of that, we try to popularize that, so that instead of that group of 50 people coming into our center, we will go to you, you will complete everything there, and then we will leave. So you don't get to access our centers.
Okay. Finally, from me, what advice can you give Kenyans to make it easier for them to access visas for this 71 count?
I will use a Kenyan term, mapema ndio best, and you know about that. So basically, prepare well in advance. It has really saved a lot of things, and we see that people who have prepared well in advance, when they come into our centers, they do it at one shot, because they'll be able to see, how do I arrange the documents, what do I need, how much do I pay, so that by the time they come into the centers, instead of maybe 20 minutes, they may only take 15 minutes, because they have documents ready.
Okay, thank you very much.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.